Hello and welcome to another edition of NCI Live. I'm your host, David Groth. I'm a technical solutions specialist here at Network Center. Today we're going to be talking about our upcoming conference, nVision. And joining me today is Sarah McGinnis, who is our marketing specialist. Sarah, how are you doing today?
Hi, David. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent. I'm
Good.
very excited about the upcoming conference.
So are
So
we. We're looking forward to it.
definitely. So I just wanted a couple little things here. Those of you that are joining us live, we are live on both LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you have any questions about our conference, please, or just anything in general, please go ahead and you can chat us live on both nVision and YouTube. So with that, I'm going to throw it over to you, Sarah. Let's talk nVision. Let's talk all things nVision. I love our conference every year. It's awesome. It always gets me excited about just the various things that are happening in the technology world and whatever. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what nVision is?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, as you said, and I can echo that here, we love nVision at Network Center. It's our biggest event of the year. And it's just a wonderful chance for us to connect with customers, educate the Fargo Moorhead community. And now we're virtual. We have been since COVID. So, we've been able to expand our reach beyond the Fargo Moorhead area, which is absolutely awesome. And then just another chance also for us to connect with our partners and reinforce those relationships and the technologies that, work so closely together in our industry. So we really enjoy it.
Excellent, excellent. So now here's the big question, because there's going to be we're going to have speakers and there's going to be vendors there, right? Different
Yep,
kind of
absolutely.
vendors. So big question: how much does it cost to come to nVision?
Yeah, that's the hardest part, right? It's free. So whole day of
Excellent.
sessions, 8 to 5, all
Mhm.
free. We have um, 17 breakouts, and then a panel and a keynote. So that's a lot of good content for a free conference, if you ask me. Can't pass it up.
That's excellent. So you mentioned there's a keynote, there's breakout sessions. I little self shameless plug. I'm actually giving two of those breakout sessions, one by myself and one with someone else, both on
Yep.
Microsoft related stuff. And then my understanding is there's the third aspect that at the end of the day, the very last thing that's going on, um, the interactive. Can you give that little teaser on that?
For the panel.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, we have a leaders in IT panel. We're super stoked. We have 5 people sitting on the panel this year. So we've got experts from different industries. So can get that list. We've got a really good lineup. It's going to be from someone from Shields. His name is
Mhm.
Josh. And then someone from Model Mind, who's also our keynote. His name is Lauren. Alaris Financial will have one of their people sitting in on the panel. His name is Jeremy. And then also from Bethany Homes, Shane. So we'll have a really good lineup of some different industry leaders. Really looking forward to it.
So you've got retail, you've got financial, you've got healthcare. So you've got quite of a wide variety of different
Exactly.
IT professionals. Some of those may be your peers, some of those may be competition. But if you're going to be an attendee, you could really bounce ideas off of them or gain insight into technologies you may be wanting to use or maybe using already, and somebody may be using it differently. Is that fair?
Exactly. We always say learning happens in the breakouts, and even more learning happens at the tables you choose to sit at all day.
Right.
Talk to people, make connections, collaborate with your peers, or yeah, like you said, competitors as well.
Cool. Yeah, no, I that's one of the things I love about any conference I've ever been to is not only do you go to those breakout sessions and learn about a specific topic you might be interested in, but then going to the tables and talking with either the vendors or other people that are talking with the vendors. So you kind of
Yes,
a mind share, right? You can kind of get together
absolutely.
and
I like
talk
that
about stuff.
mind share for sure.
Yep. Yep,
Yep.
absolutely. So speaking of them, can you talk about some of the vendors that are coming to the show?
Yes. So the way Envision is structured for us is we have great lineup of vendors, and then we have some that are presenting out of that pool and some that have some booths. So great opportunity. All the vendors will be there, but not all will be presenting. So some of the examples of people that we will have presenting is Arctic Wolf, Cisco, Red, Siege, Nutanix. So some really big, great names, opportunities to talk about products, services through those companies.
And of course, NCI is going to be there. I mean,
And of course, our
we'll
team
all be there.
will be there in full strength. Yes, absolutely.
Certainly. Pretty much all of us would be there that are going to be giving breakout sessions or any of those. So if you have follow-ups from any of the breakouts, you can be there. Those I'm assuming though that there's going to be a difference between attending in person and virtually, apart from the fact that they're in person and virtually. Is there any insights you can give people that are thinking or weighing the difference between attending virtually and attending in person?
I mean, if you've been to nVision before or heard about it, I mean, candied bacon. The Holiday Inn is where we're hosting it, and we get feedback every year that the candied bacon is the best part. So that's
Two
the
words,
big
candy bacon.
candied bacon. It's a big reason to come in person. Um, some of the other great reasons would be, like you just talked about, the chance to network. Not that you can't do that virtually as well, but being in a room and just walking booth to booth, talking to people, sitting face to face with folks is a great reason to join in person.
Yeah. So it's greater than the sum of its parts. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I get it. And I can't speak enough. It brings a smile on my face every time. I'm like, all right, to do invention this year. What's it going to be like? I've seen you, just for those of you who have not been to NCI or anything like that. I see Sarah is a very hard worker, and she puts her head down. And I see uh, in the corner over there where she's working and planning and doing all this stuff. Wherever I see Envision plans go up on the wall, I'm like, oh, she's got something cooking. And
Well,
I
thank you
generally
for that.
don't ask because I kind of want to be surprised at when we walk in the door and what all she's been doing throughout the year. So it takes a year long process. So
Yes, it is. Yeah, we got some
um,
good things cooking this year, David. I'm excited.
oh,
Stepping it up, I
absolutely,
think. So, should
absolutely.
be better than ever.
So what's your favorite part besides the candy bacon? Because I love that too.
Besides
You
the
can't.
candied
That's too easy.
bacon.
That's too easy.
That's a great question. I love events. I think there's a lot of great aspects about events in general. I think my favorite part is the leaders in IT panel, though. I love the real world application. I think our presenters do a fantastic job of talking to that all throughout the day. But the panel is, I mean, to see a stage full of business leaders, especially local businesses that we work with here at Network Center and that are such a big name in the community, such as Shields, Alaris. I mean, these are big names in our community, and to hear how they're leveraging technology and it's just like what we talked about, the collaboration aspect. They're up on stage doing that, and we can all learn from them. I think that's just rocking. I think that's really cool. So I think that's
Yeah,
my favorite part. Yeah.
absolutely. So, one thing we haven't talked about yet, I mean, we mentioned that there's breakout sessions and there's vendors, but there is a keynote. Every year
Yes.
we pick out a speaker we feel reflects the state of the industry, as well as someone we have people talk about. What do we have for a keynote this year?
Yeah, we're really stoked about our keynote this year. Lauren Horsager is going to be joining us from Model Mind. He's the founder and CEO. And we all know AI is the future and it's all the rage right now. And his presentation will be talking about leveraging the power of AI to transform your business. And what a more relevant topic for today, right? And I think a lot of companies have that question. So I think he's positioned perfectly this year. So his platform that he'll be kind of talking about, it allows businesses to use their own private AI and data so they can grow their business. So how they
Certainly.
can really harness that. So really looking forward to it. Should be splendid.
And I think throughout the different, those of you that are attending, that are watching today, there are going to be throughout various sessions, the breakout sessions and whatnot. And he's also giving his own breakout session. Isn't that
Breakout,
correct?
correct.
Yep.
Yes, he
So
is. Yep.
it'll be more intimate session if you want to attend that.
Yeah,
But my understanding too is that there's going to be throughout the breakout sessions, there's going to be discussions of how AI is implemented throughout the various
correct.
products, services, and technology as a whole. So
Absolutely. Spans beyond just the keynote this year. And I think a lot of platforms and services are starting to leverage AI. So I think a full day of different partners and how that's being used is going to be really cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's going to be great. I do want to interject here briefly, just those of you who have joined us and are watching us live. This is live, so if you have questions for Sarah about nVision, what's coming, what might you expect? I mean, we're going to hold some things back, I would think. We want you to come out and see it because it's a great time. But feel free to chat us any questions you might have, and we can try to answer them here live on the air.
Yep.
So let's go talk about the agenda.
Yeah.
What how's it gonna lay out? What's gonna happen during the day? It's one day, right? Not two. It's one
Yes.
day. Okay.
One
And
day.
it's
Yeah.
what's the date? Just first of all, we didn't.
Yeah. That would be an
it's-
important part.
That would be important. It's next week, right?
Next week, Thursday. So we are counting down the days. That's November 9th. And as we said in the beginning, it's in person and virtual. So here in Fargo, North Dakota, it'll be hosted at the Holiday Inn and then virtually from wherever you're seated. So
Right.
good place to join and learn. But I wanted to showcase, we have a new website.
Oh,
So our
excellent.
nVision page looks pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. We're pretty pumped about it. Think it'll be a great
Excellent.
experience.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, the agenda is kind of a shortcut here. This whole page has a lot of great stuff, map on how to get there and what you can expect for the day. And if you have not already, I'll just make a quick plug. Should definitely save your seat for next week. It's not too late to register, so please, by all means, save your seat and join us. But trying to jumping into our agenda here. It's all digital and it's all available right now, so you should definitely go over and check it out to plan your day. So you can kind of start at 8:30 with a message from our resident here at Network Center, Ben Carlsrud, and welcome. We'll jump right into the keynote and then a full day of breakout sessions throughout. So I encourage everybody to go on here and start planning it out. You got it all laid out. So
Yeah. Yeah, there's multiple ones to choose from, multiple breakout sessions to choose from. There's definitely going to be something for everyone.
I
I feel
agree. I was just
confident
going
in
to
saying
say,
that. Yeah.
I think it'll be a great spread for anybody who wants to join.
So let's talk briefly, in marketing, you talk about target audience, right? What would be the target? Like who should attend? I mean, are we only going after people that are in tech, like your IT manager? Or are we going, like, is it business? I mean, who should attend this type of conference?
Yeah, I think that's a big question these days. I think technology spans beyond so much more than just your IT person
Hmm.
sitting at your business. I think that spans to the business owner down to, I mean, heck, I use technology every day and I'm in
Right.
marketing.
Yep.
So kind of a big question there, but so anybody is welcome, but our conference, as of today is really leaned towards those IT managers. Obviously, those are the people who are trying to leverage the tools to help their business,
Mhm.
business owners. But then this year, I mean, we have a large group of students coming as well who are in the technology field looking to learn. We have accountants coming to also learn about technology and how they can have better security practices,
Yep.
better leverage the governance capabilities for those platforms. So lots of something for everybody, but
Yep. Yeah, no, I would agree. I mean, traditionally speaking, there's going to be sessions that are going to be geared toward people who are looking at the bigger picture, right? And
absolutely.
then you're going
Yep,
to have the technology sessions that are people that are going to be focused on a particular technology,
yes,
whether it be a backup piece or a firewall or a security or whatever that happens to be, right?
exactly. Yep.
So, no, I agree. I think that's a great way of looking at it. What else can you tell us about what is the URL for the nVision site, by the way, since you have it up?
Yeah, nope, it is available on our website, plastered everywhere. So by all
Mhm.
means, go there first at netcenter.net. But then to get directly to the page where you can register, that would be netcenter.net/nvision.
Excellent,
So,
excellent.
yeah,
Okay, great, great. One thing I am looking forward to is towards the end of the day, we have a couple of like actual interactive sessions. and
Yes.
that we've talked about. And can you describe the one that we talked? Mike Pagan session is what I'm thinking about specifically.
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
gonna give him a little plug too. Can you tell me a little bit about that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super excited. As you said, we've been shuffling in some fresh ideas for this year. So we're really excited to add those into the mix. So Mike Pagan will be doing a session that is more around security. And it's a tabletop exercise, really, for a security incident, ransomware response. So it'll be a really great way for anybody to sit down and do a tabletop exercise on what happens for a ransomware event. And those choose your own adventure books. I don't know if you guys remember those. I'm familiar with those, but
Thing.
get to make your decisions throughout to see what you do in that situation. It's a great learning opportunity. So we're really excited. I think that'll be a really collaborative session.
Excellent, excellent. No, that's going to be a fun one. And what was the other thing I was going to talk about? The in the vendors area. So is that
Yes.
open only at certain times, or is that
Oh,
going to
nope.
be? Oh,
It'll be
really?
open all day.
All
Yes.
day.
Yep.
So you
We
could
have
duck out.
wonderful vendors. So they're going to be coming out and hanging out in the main hall all day. So anybody, if the session doesn't interest you at that time and you really want to sit down with one of our vendors who will be there, you have all day to do that. So
Okay.
gracious enough to um, come and sit all day. And then they're also going to have great giveaways, I'm sure. They've
Excellent.
been keeping them under wraps a little bit to be a surprise, but we'll be announcing them that day. So good chance to go around and also win some pretty cool stuff as well.
Swag is always good.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
We love swag. And I think we have some great prizes this year too. We're pretty excited. We're actually giving away a 55-inch Samsung frame TV. David, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure you're aware of how cool those are.
yeah. I have one. I have the smaller one though, not
Okay.
the big one. But they
Yeah.
are very cool. They look like when they're not a TV, they look like a picture frame, and they're about
Yes.
that thin. They're very
Yeah.
cool.
It's
So you got
crazy.
if for nothing else, come out for a chance to win the frame TV. That's pretty
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we are also giving away an Anchor Make 3D printer. So
yeah.
that's out of the realm of my expertise and area, but they are sure cool machines. So I think that'll be an awesome giveaway as well.
And there's several others, not just those, but those
Oh,
are two
yes.
pretty large ones. And the
Yes,
vendors
absolutely.
themselves will have their own sweet, sweet
Yep.
units. So yeah, definitely. All right, so now I got to ask the big question. I'm driven by my stomach, as I think is, fairly obvious. Um, what kind of refreshments are going to be served?
Well, we'll have coffee in the mornings. We'll do a coffee bar this year.
Ooh,
And then, yep. So we're
nice.
super excited. Selfishly, I wanted a coffee bar. I love coffee. What a better way to start off the day than with coffee? So we'll have that among other things, water, juice, all of that good stuff, pop.
Mhm.
And then there will be an open bar at the end of the day for the panel and social hours. So you can make sure to grab a beverage there. And then obviously beverages over lunch too. So
Excellent, excellent.
yeah, what better way to end the day with a drink and a panel from
Yep,
local leaders?
yep, absolutely. Nope, we
Yes.
love that. I I always joke. I just bought an espresso machine at home. I was
Ooh,
I was pushing it off and pushing. I've never had a reason to buy one. So, but our coffee maker finally
kick
uh,
the bucket.
kicked the bucket. So I decided, well, all right, fine. I'm gonna go buy one. And my wife loves coffee even more than I do. So I decided to. It's our love language, we call it. So I'll make
There
her
you go.
coffee, and it's like, oh. So I set her up a whole coffee bar with the espresso machine and the pumps of stuff and the whole
Nice.
business. So now I'm a little addicted to some of that stuff. So
Hey,
yeah,
it's good stuff. I love a good coffee in the morning, so we're looking
absolutely,
forward to it. I think it'll make morning even better. So,
absolutely.
yep.
Well, I think we've covered. I don't want to give away too much stuff. I think we want people to come out and see it for themselves.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
I really can't stress enough how wonderful this conference is. If for no other reason than to come out and see the various speakers that we have, talk to the vendors. I mean, it's rare that you get a chance to converse. And I don't just mean ask a question, but to converse with a vendor, talk about their
Yep.
products, their services. What do they have? What don't they have? Where's their direction going? And not just with one vendors, but from multiple vendors. Say you're comparing vendor A and vendor B. A lot of times that takes multiple meetings that you have to
Yep.
coordinate and things of that nature. Here you've got it all concentrated in one spot, right? Then also
Yeah.
hear from those vendors and they talk about a particular aspect of the technology or the business case you've never thought of. So
Absolutely.
in a lot of those cases, there's a lot of benefits. And for the low price of $0. You
Yeah,
know,
can't beat it. And
yeah,
can't
you
eat
can't.
bacon.
And at the end of the day, you can look at it as, hey, I need to get out of the office and let's call out some productive work. But then get together with your colleagues, right?
Yep.
So please come out and register. Um, the website again, Sarah, you want to remind us of the
Yep.
website?
Yep. Head out to netcenter.net/nVision.
And that's
Save your
pronounced
seat.
nVision, N letter
Correct.
N vision.
Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, all right. Well, as I've said before, thanks everyone for joining us today on NCI Live. If you want to get more information, feel free to email us at info@netcenter.net. You can also go to our website for info on our company or on nVision, of course. That's netcenter.net. Or check us out on any of your social media channels. And you can also see us live every 2 weeks, which we do every 2 weeks at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you happen to be viewing us on YouTube, please subscribe and then hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we do go live. And with that, Sarah, I appreciate you coming on and telling us all about NCI Live. And it's been great having you on. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, David. I appreciate it. It was fun. We're
Absolutely.
looking forward to it. Hope everybody can stop by next week.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to seeing everybody come by. So,
Yes. Yep.
and with
Okay.
that, thanks everyone for joining us again here on NCI Live.